From Montreal, born and bred, went to McGill, as I mentioned, studied sociology, one of the more pedantic pseudosciences. It's worked out quite well, thank you very much. I've been a columnist at the Gazette for quite a while, and I've written about 8 books, and one of which is, of course, the famed Schwartz book, which was turned into a mega musical featuring yourself. Rick and I actually go back almost 45 years, which is probably longer than you've been around this planet. We knew each other from university way back then. George I knew a few years later when they actually did connect. I mean, and as you know, they've been together longer than most married couples. They're very resilient. It's a symbiotic relationship, and it clearly works. I would say that they could probably hit a 50th anniversary together in some, soon enough, which has got to eclipse any record for a musical duo. It's remarkable. I had heard a story when, at the Gazette, about Schwartz was considering franchising, and I was looking for material, just on the history of Schwartz, and there was none. There was nothing. We had no information on it, and it made me very curious. This is a place which, next to the cross on top of Mount Royal and the St. Joseph's Oratory, is one of the landmarks in the city. It's the one thing that the city is known for, and yet there's no history about it. I found it fascinating, and the more I dug into it, the more it seemed to come to life. And I had written a story about, whether the possibilities of them franchising, and it just generated huge debate. And then all of a sudden, the book came out, and I was as surprised as anybody that it really touched a nerve. And the whole business with the musical, I just didn't imagine it, and it was just based on a drunken conversation that Rick and I had. And I always thought that it would make for unknown reasons, like a musical. And I'd say that to Rick, and he would look at me like I was completely insane. And then after a few drinks, he sort of saw the possibilities therein. For 2 non-Jewish guys to be able to get into the world of Delhi and the whole, roots of the Jewish experience in Montreal is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, the songs they came up with were genius. This was a whole different aspect of their ability to write and create and get into a whole other space. I mean, this is not a world that they came from, and they were able to just immerse themselves into that. And I saw that play 10 times. It touched a chord with Montrealers. I mean, you felt it was a love story, both for a city and I guess Schwartz serves as a metaphor for Montreal on a lot of levels, and of course the acting was out of this world. People who never went to the theater saw it 4 or 5 times, and I think that's a testament to those guys, because they were able to find something in there and to bring it to a whole other level beyond anything I could have expected in my wildest dreams. Certain things you can't predict. I mean, touch the soul of a city, of the people, and it was one of the greatest things I've ever been involved with.